George Baloyi, the flexible prosecutor in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, came to court with a plan. Tight, structured. Unfortunately, the facts didn't get the memo, because the moment Ntanzi opened his mouth, that entire garage stop story started collapsing in real time. Let's watch this carefully.
We were at the engine garage and then the court ordered that the AVL report be brought. He also denied that he saw the likes of Jonathan on that day. He said he never saw them.
You'll recall, Mr. Ntanzi, that the evidence of Sergeant Mukhani subsequently was that the car developed mechanical problems and that was the reason why he had to stop there at the engine garage.
Uzokhumbula ke ubufakazi bakhe uSergeant Mukhani mnumzana uNtanzi ukuthi ke washo ke noma wayitshela inkantolo ukuthi ke imoto yavelelwa inkinga ingakho ke lokho ke kwaphoqa ukuthi akeme lapha egarage yase engine. My lord, that's not true. There was never, not even a single day where a police vehicle is being attended to, or mechanically so, at night. If I remember very well, my lord, what is being said by the state now was said by Sergeant Mukhani when he came back for the second time after he saw this AVL report, my lord. If we were to go to Sergeant Mukhani's initial evidence, my lord, that is where we will then see or hear that he denied that we were ever at the engine garage or that he saw the likes of Jonathan.
Well, if you look at page 43 of the AVL reports, exhibit MM in brackets 2, you'll see that on the 24th of June 2020.
24th June.
The very last page.
Yes. 24.
It indicates that the vehicle is at near Great North.
North Mid. Nalana ke moto ayidumi iyasho ke ukuthi iseduze nase lapho page 43 ngazo i24 ku June 2020 nalana ke moto ayidumi iyasho ke ukuthi iseduze nase Great Road North and North Mid eBinoni.
Kosenkantolo basikhuluma nge24 manje sisakhuluma nge18 lapha phambi kwekota ngiyazi kuyi24 ne18 sekudibana kanjani manje.
Now jumped to the 24th, my lord. We were still on the 18th, so I don't know how these two now how do we now connect these two.
Kosenkantolo le moto ihambile nge18 ihambile nge19 ihamba nami.
This vehicle, my lord, it traveled on the 18th, it traveled on the 19th with me inside it, my lord.
Akuzange kube no mechanic kosenkantolo egarage akulona iqiniso le.
There was never a mechanic at the garage, my lord. That's not true.
Now, Mr. Ntanzi, the reason why we are referring to the 24th of June 2020 is because we have just posited to you that according to the evidence of Sergeant Mukhani, the car developed mechanical problems and that it was handed in for repairs, or it was taken in for repairs, and we see that on the 24th of June 2020, it's near Great North Binoni.
Isizathu sokuthi mnumzana uNtanzi sikufundele lana ke nge24 ingoba ke besiqeda ukutshela manje ke ukuthi kwakubufakazi bakhe uSergeant Mukhani ukuthi ke imoto yaba nenkinga ingakho ke manje sikufundela ke lokhu kubhalwe lana kwazo i24 zika June 2020 ukuthi yila imoto eyayikhona ke kubhalwe eduze nase Great Road eBinoni yila eyahanjiswa khona ke ukuthi imoto iyolungiswa.
Ngiyathemba kosenkantolo imoto iba nencwadi yakhona ukuthi ngama data sokufanele iye ku service angithi ukuthi ngaze kahle.
I do believe, my lord, and if my knowledge is correct, that there is a what you call a service book that will indicate to you that on such and such a date a car needs to be taken for service.
Manje le moto ihambile nge18 ihambile nge19 angiyazi ke nge23 nange 24 nange20 angisakhumbule kahle angisazi kodwa nje uma ukuthi yayigula ngempela wayayihamba nge19 izofika nabo Rustenburg.
But on the 18th as well as on the 19th, my lord, this car traveled. I don't know with regards to the 20th, the 23rd and the 24th, but if it is indeed that this car had mechanical issues, why did it then travel on those days up to Rustenburg?
Now both Sergeant Mukhani as well as Mr. Dupree, the AVL expert, testified that the car went for repairs at this location at North Mid Binoni.
Bobabili ke uSergeant Mukhani kanye naye ke ubaba ke lona okuyena ke umuntu ke owalethela inkantolo lombiko phecelezi ke iAVL report bakushilo ke betshela yona ke inkantolo ukuthi ngempela ke imoto lena yahanjiswa ke iya kuyona le ndawo lena ebhaliwe la eBinoni ukuthi ke kuyolungiswa inkinga le imoto eyayinayo.
Lapha sikhuluma nge 18 asikhulumi nge 24 thina sikafiki nokufika ku 24.
Yeah my lord, we are talking about the 18th, we are nowhere near the 24th.
Okay iyile ke ukuyokhandisa iphi incwadi ayikhombisa ikhodi ngempela wayibhala egarage ukuthi imoto ifike.
Okay my lord, let's say then the car was taken for repairs. Where is now a document that serves as proof that indeed the car was taken for repairs?
Siphi slip esiba mechanic athi imoto ilungisile lo mechanic akulungisa imoto egarage siphi slip ngoba manje imoto esiphoyisa fanele kube nencwadi la ibhala.
Now where is the receipt that serves as confirmation from the mechanic himself that indeed the car was attended to? Because we are now referring here to a police vehicle.
Now, Mr. Dupree, the AVL testified as follows during the proceedings of 16 November 2023, page 36, at line 15, Mr. Dupree, my lord, on the 24th of June, this vehicle was at the Binoni garage near Great North Road. He then corrected himself, Great Road North, in North Meet, Binoni, for the entire day.
Lana ke umshushisi ufunda bona ke ubufakazi bakhe ke umnumzana uDupree ekuyena ke owaletha ke umbiko lona esho ukuthi ngalo ilanga leli le24 ukuthi ke lonke lelalanga la nge24 imoto lena ke yayikhona lapha eNorth Meet eBinoni ila eyilungiswa khona.
Kosenkantolo lapha sikhuluma nge18 ne.
My lord, we are here referring to the 18th.
Yes.
Mina ke imoto makuthi yayigula nge18 yini ihambe futhi izulazule nami izoshona ko Rustenburg igula.
I am saying, my lord, that if there was a mechanical problem with the vehicle, why is it then that the car traveled with me up to Rustenburg if the car was not well, my lord?
Yes, we will get back to the 18th, Mr. Mpans. We just want to thresh out the issue of the mechanical problems that the car developed.
Sizobuyela kuzona i18 baba uNtanzi safuna nje ukuthi ke si kudluzeke lo daba lolu ke lokuthi ke imoto ke yayi noma ke kwakunenkinga eyayi nayo imoto
nge18 manga 24
on the 18th or on the 24th.
Yes.
Mina ngivumelana lenkulumo lempendulo kusho ukuthi lapha ecourt uyangifunza uyangiphoqa ukuthi ngigcine ngivuma lento ekhunya umlungu uDupree. Mina ngiyasho ukuthi ecourt nge18 ayikho imoto yakheni kwa ngoba kuzi 18 ngalolo langa le.
I do not agree with what is being said because you are now basically forcing me to agree with what Mr. Dupree is saying. What I am telling the court is that there was nothing wrong with the vehicle on the 18th.
No, we're not forcing you to agree to anything. We're just referring you to the evidence of Mr. Dupree. He continues at line 19, Mr. Dupree, my lord. The state at line 18 asked him, and what about the 23rd, 24th, and 25th? That Mr. Dupree responded as follows at line 19, my lord. On these days identified from the 22nd up to the 25th, this vehicle was stationary for the entire day, every time at this location, being near Great North Meet, Binoni.
Cha mnumzana Ntanzi akukho esikuphoqa ukona ukuthi ke uvumelane nako ukuthi nje sifundela ubufakazi bakhe umnumzana uDupree ukuthi yini ayitshela inkantolo yase inkantolo imbuza ke ngamalanga lana ke i23 i24 i25 ukuthi ke imoto leyo yayikuphi wathi ke uqala noma ke ukusuka ngazo i22 i23 i24 ne25 imoto leyo ke yayimindawonye khona lapha ya eNorth Meet eBinoni.
Isizathu sento ngiphendula ngalendlela le angiphendula ngathi uyangiforce ukuthi mina la ufunde i18 ingakho ngiphendula inkqubo ye18 ukuthi sasingakafiki kuphi kwi24 iyona into engiphendula phambi kwakho.
The reason why I answered like that is because you read out to me the 18th, so that is why I gave that answer. That was before we got to the 24th.
Ingakho futhi ngitshela ikhodi ukuthi akulona iqiniso le ukuthi imoto yalungiswa yayikheniwe akulona iqiniso le.
Hence I am also saying to the court that it is not true that the car was mechanically attended to, or that it was repaired.
Now the state then asked him at line 23, still on page 36, during the proceedings of 16 November 2023, and we asked him, are you able, using the coordinates, to determine the exact location? Then Mr. Dupree testified as follows, my lord. If I use those coordinates, it takes me, it continues on page 7, it takes me to the exact location, being the Binoni garage, where our installers frequently work, so we are well acquainted with that garage.
Uma ebuzwa ke ngebanga wathi ke ibanga ke lingithatha lingihambiseke kwigarage eyaseBinoni ekuyila khona ke abasebenzi bethu ke abavamise ukuthi baye khona ke kuleyo garage leyo eBenoni.
Then at line 4, we then asked him, do you know if there's any repair work done at that garage? He responded as follows at line 6, my lord. That is an SAPS garage where various work is being done on vehicles for repairs and receiving new vehicles, and also working on vehicles that had been in service.
Wase ebuzwa ke ukuthi ingabe uyazi yini ukuthi ke kulungiswa ke noma kuyalungiswa ke kuleyo garage leyo. Uma ephendula ke umnumzana uDupree ngosenkantolo igarage ke leyo yeSAPS iSAPS la ekwenziwa ke imisebenzi khona ke yahlukahlukene ezimotweni la ezilungiswa khona nokuthola futhi ke imoto ezintsha nokulungiswa ke kwezimoto ezisetshenziswayo.
Le garage sasekuyo noma kusikhuluma nganye garage izinto ezihlukene.
Is it now the very same garage where we were, or are we now referring to a different garage?
No, we're referring to a different garage in North Mead, Benoni.
Lana kule mpendulo lena ikhuluma ngale ndawo le ebesifunda la ekubhalwe North Mead kuyona Benoni.
And just like that, the cracks are no longer cracks, they're contradictions. Because Baloyi's mission here is simple. Prove Ntanzi was never assaulted, so that confession looks clean, voluntary, untouchable. But to do that, he leans on a witness who already collapsed under his own version. Mohane told this court under oath they never stopped at any garage, and he never saw Jonathan from EMPD that night. Clean, clear, confident, until the AVL records show up. And suddenly, memory returns. Now there was a stop. Now the car had mechanical problems. Convenient. But Ntanzi doesn't hesitate. He reminds the court, this is the same car that travelled from Gauteng to Rustenburg and made it all the way back. Now we must believe it only broke down at the exact place where he says he was assaulted. That's not evidence, that's convenience. We also have to acknowledge this. Under that kind of pressure and revisiting what he says was a painful experience, Ntanzi's memory remains sharp, consistent, and unshaken, despite clear attempts to break him. Let's give him a round of applause. Then comes the expert angle. The car was later fixed in Northmead, but Ntanzi shuts it down instantly. What happened days later has nothing to do with what happened on the 18th. You can hear it in his response. Don't force me to agree to something that has nothing to do with my assault. And in that moment, the entire strategy starts looking less like a case and more like something being patched together on the spot. Even Judge Ratha, quiet, watching, you could feel it, that shift. Because what was supposed to discredit Ntanzi ended up exposing the contradictions in Baloyi's own case. And if this is the foundation he's relying on to defend that confession, then what happens when the rest of the evidence is tested like this? And at this point, it's no longer just about one version versus another. It's about whether the truth can survive the weight of contradictions. Because if key parts of the state's story keep shifting under pressure, then every piece of evidence tied to it deserves the same level of scrutiny. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this was just confusion? Or are we watching a case being forced to fit a narrative? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns like this, clear, direct, and unfiltered, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Because this case is far from over, and the deeper we go, the more the cracks begin to show. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm Skybridge. Goodbye.